Hello everyone, today we are going to discuss a topic that may seem unbelievable. The airline will pay you up to 600 euros and it's not about miles or cashbacks. This is something that 97% of people don't know about. Watch the video to the end and you'll learn how and what airlines will pay you for and how easy it is to get that money. Now subscribe to our channel so you don't miss other interesting and useful videos. Let's get started. Do you sometimes fly by airplanes? Do you have unpleasant memories from one of your trips? Then this video is for you. Today I will tell you how to easily and quickly get the compensation you deserve for the inconvenience of air travel. Every year, thousands of air travelers experience flight delays and cancellations. As many as 65,000 flights are canceled per month. This is almost 2% of all flights taken per month. Very few people know that there is compensation for the inconvenience. This is not just the kindness of airlines, but your legal right according to EU Regulation No. 261/2004. The airline is obliged to take you to the place where you flew, to provide alternative transportation options, and to pay you compensation. Now we will understand what you should do in order. For each passenger, the compensation for delay, cancelled flight, or denied boarding ranges from 250 euros to 600 euros. The amount varies depending on the distance of your flight and the length of the delay. You will receive compensation if your flight was delayed for at least 3 hours, your flight was cancelled if your flight was delayed by less than 3 hours. But because of this, you missed the next connecting flight and as a result you arrived at your final destination more than 3 hours late. You were denied boarding due to lack of available seats overbooking. And for this you only need to fill out a form and there is no need to do the routine paperwork. Go to the courts. Experienced lawyers will do it for you. Attention! This works for flights up to 6 years old. This means that if your flight was delayed or canceled 6 years ago, you can apply for compensation now. If your flight has been canceled, you should receive a letter from the airline 2 weeks before departure. The letter should offer you two options. Option 1. You can be refunded all the money you spent on airfare within 7 days. Or option 2. You will be offered to choose another flight free of charge. If you were given less than 14 days notice of the cancelled flight, you will still have to be compensated. You will receive 250 euros if your flight was up to 1,500 kilometers long. You will receive 400 euros if your flight was between 1,500 and 3,500 kilometers. You can also get 600 euros in compensation if your flight was more than 3,500 kilometers. Your flight was delayed. It is worth remembering that compensation is in addition to the basic airline services that passengers on delayed flights are entitled to. Such services should include the following: refreshments, meals, accommodation if your flight has been rescheduled to the next day, transportation to your accommodation, to phone call show. Difficult is it to get compensation? It's a lot easier than you might imagine. Like I said, you don't need to litigate with the airlines yourself. Go to the website World Travels Club. The link for free registration on the site is below this video. Here you can also book hotels, flights, cruises, and more at very competitive prices. If you subscribe to this site, you will get discounts on your bookings and you can save up to 70% on your travels. Go to the Additional Services section. Go to the bottom of the page and select Compensation. Here you can read the legal information about compensation rules. Click on Calculate Compensation. Go to the compensation calculator, use the software and check whether you are entitled to compensation. If your flight was delayed, enter the information from where, destination, date, airline name, how many hours is the arrival at the destination delayed. Click Apply. If your flight has been canceled, enter your information from where, destination, date, airline name, how many days prior to departure did the airline notify you of the canceled flight. Were you offered an alternative flight? Click Apply. Late connecting flight. Enter your information from where, destination, missed flight, date, airline name, how much time did you have for the connection. How many hours was your arrival at your final destination delayed? Click Apply. If you were denied boarding, enter your information from where, destination, date, airline name, have you been offered an alternative flight? Click Apply. Once submitted, you will receive an email that your ticket refund request has been received. Our team has already started working on it, and you will be contacted for more information if needed. Many people think that the process is difficult or lengthy, but this is not the case. Our software does all the work for you, minimizing your involvement and speeding up the refund process. How does it work? Our software uses advanced technology to verify your flights and automatically approve your eligibility for compensation. Simply enter your flight details and the system will instantly assess your case and tell you what steps to take next. Why it works. We work with lawyers and aviation experts who know the ins and outs of the law and international aviation regulations. This allows us to successfully approach airlines and protect the rights of passengers. We have successful experience of working with more than 150 airlines from 60 countries, including charter flights. What services you will receive. Detailed analysis of all circumstances of the case using our software, drawing up all necessary documents and sending them to the parties. Negotiations with the airline if necessary. We will involve our partners and assume all costs and risks. Preparation of the lawsuit and the necessary package of documents for the court proceedings. Conducting the trial, you will be notified of the most important stages by mail or SIMS. What is the cost of compensation? All necessary services are provided free of charge to you. You will only be charged for the successful resolution of your case according to the price list and only after you have received your compensation. If you were on a business trip and your flight was paid for by the company, you will still receive compensation. The right to receive compensation belongs to the passenger, not to the person who paid for the ticket. Many passengers have already taken advantage of this opportunity and received well-deserved compensation for ruined trips.
Our flight was delayed for 6 hours and the airline refused to compensate us directly. But after filling out an application on your website, after a couple of weeks the airline paid €400 for each passenger. That's just great. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the compensation. The compensation came 3 weeks after the flight. I didn't expect to get anything.
I received 2 times compensation for flight delays. Thank you.
Don't miss your chance to get the compensation you are entitled to. Follow the link below the video and check your flight today. And don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. Maybe they too can get money for ruined travels. Subscribe to our channel to learn more useful information and tips on how to protect your rights when traveling and beyond. Thanks for watching, and remember, your comfort and satisfaction with traveling is not just a convenience, it's your right. Thank you for watching.